Hi, beloved soul. I'm Victoria Rebecca. Welcome to Sacred Voice, a sanctuary of sound, story, and soul. Let's begin. Sacred Voice Dreamscape. The Silenced Soul in Love series. Dreamscape 7. The Woman Who Rose Without Permission. A sleep story for the woman reclaiming her power without apology. Written and read lovingly by Victoria Rebecca. Welcome, beloved dreamer. Tonight, the silence is not empty. It is radiant. Tonight you walk beside her, the woman who once bent herself into shapes that could be swallowed, who once whispered her needs as though they were sins. But now she rises, not because anyone gave her permission, but because her soul no longer asks. Let the rhythm of this dreamscape hold you as she reclaims the fullness of her power. Let her story stir something in you. The rising is not loud, but it is unshakable. Chapter 1. The Invitation to Dim. It was a gathering of old friends, a circle where she once felt seen, but now felt small. The conversation spun, surface level laughs, unspoken tension. She shared something she was proud of, a recent project, a moment of growth. And someone replied, "Well, don't get too full of yourself." The words sliced clean through her. Old her would have laughed, apologized for her shining. But now, she felt the quiet flame inside her spine. She took a breath, tilted her head. Maybe I'm not too full of myself. Maybe I've just stopped starving. Silence. Then someone smiled, nodded, a small wave of recognition, a ripple of something new. Chapter 2. The Lineage Within. That night she lit a candle for all the women who silenced themselves to stay soft enough to be loved. Her grandmother, her mother, herself. She took to her journal, held the pen like an offering and wrote, "I am the first woman in my line who will not shrink to survive." She played the voice note from her theta healer, the one who reminded her, every time you rise, you liberate your lineage. Your voice is a thread woven through generations. And as she drifted into meditation, she saw them. A circle of women. Behind her. Beside her. Before her. Hands on her back, eyes closed, silent, but pulsing with power. She wept and rose again. She used to ask, "Am I too much?" As though fire should apologize for not being a candle. She used to wait for permission, a validation, a nod. Now, she walks like a storm that had made peace with itself. She is not asking anymore. She is arriving. Chapter 3, The Mirror Moment. She looked in the mirror that morning, really looked, not to assess, not to criticize, but to witness. Her eyes carried storms and softness. Her skin glowed from morning oils. Her shoulders held histories and possibilities. And she whispered, "I'm not a project. I am presence." And then she kissed her own reflection lovingly. Not because she was healed, but because she was done waiting to be fixed before loving herself. Chapter 4, The Final Return. He messaged again. The old love. The man who cracked her open and taught her the taste of crumbs. He said, "I miss your softness. No one has loved me like you did." And it was true. But she was no longer soft in the way that made her disappear. She responded, "I used to lose myself trying to love you. Now I am busy loving me. The softness you miss, I finally gave it to myself. No blame, no bitterness, just truth." And that truth echoed in her bones, like music that would never be unlearned. They told me I was too loud, so I whispered. Then they said I was too distant, so I reached. But still, it was never enough. Now I know the only enoughness worth chasing is the one I give myself. Chapter 5, Her Voice as Temple. She began to sing again, not for an audience, not even for applause, but for the river in her spine, the sky in her chest. She chanted sacred sounds, toned over her womb, let her voice rise raw and reverent. She created a daily ritual, lighting frankincense, speaking the truth into a mirror, singing her power into the walls. She was no longer using her voice to be chosen. She was using it to choose herself. Great mystery within me, may I rise without apology. May I no longer ask for doors to be opened. I will carve them with my truth. May I remember that my power does not make me unlovable, only uncontainable. And so it is. She curled into bed, unbothered, unapologetic. She had risen without permission, and the stars seemed to bow in approval. Her dreams would not carry her back, but forward, into the space she carved with her breath. Your rise does not need a reason. It is reason enough that you were born whole. May you remember. Until next time, darling heart, rise like it is your birthright. And so it is. Thank you for listening to this Sacred Voice offering. Until next time, my friend, may your path be lit with remembrance. This has been a Sacred Voice creation by me, Victoria Rebecca. All rights reserved.